What's up, guys? Today I'm bringing you a tag team match. Me, iBustAzz, and xHowieDoIt, aka Howie, versus these other two guys. Quite, Baby Jesus, so 19. Yeah, they just got random names. But we found these guys in the player lobby, and we end up joining. And we end up having a good, a session. We had a series of matches. I wish I still had them on our friend list because it was real good. They had matching decks. Yes, I said it, matching decks. So I know they're both friends. Me and Howie. Howie is running Elemental Heroes, and I'm running Salvo Dad. This is a 2011 build. This game is kind of old on the ban list because it's a certain amount of decks you can't really make, and there's some decks that still cheese out there, like the light swans, the black wings, and all that. So people still use those. Throughout this, I was gonna do a live commentary. Those are coming up soon, but you will hear Howie. You're gonna have to turn up your headphones, or speaker, your computer, whatever you're watching this on. You're gonna have to turn it up because you will hear Howie during this match, especially close to the end. He is blown at what I did for the win. I mean, sometimes you gotta be aggressive. You can't just wait for him to do something. I had to go for the win because I think one of these series we had the game won, but he ended up messing up with the Jama deck, and we ended up losing when we could have won. So I had to take charge sometimes, and sometimes he did bail me out because I think I was using a bummo deck right here. I actually put plague spreader in the graveyard to go for first turn synchro, which he did freaking bottomless my monster, but I'm still going synchro because I take his and I go for 6. I couldn't choose what I wanted. The Gayo Guardian. Yes, people, I call him Gayo Guardian for a reason, because that card is frustrating. But I end up going with Brayonic, the Ice Barrier Dragon. That one's a lot cheesier, and plus he had backfills, and I wanted to get those out the way before I would attack. And you see the famous Solemn in my hand, which I will put down. This was good. Oh yeah, and when you play Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, people will send like a lot of invites to people that join the lobbies because it's hard for people to just join your game and actually have a full game to start when you're playing tag team. When you're playing singles, you can find somebody easily, but when you're finding you're going for tag teams, yeah, it's gonna take a while. So I go in for the Ice Barrier Dragon right there, and this I think was a good choice. It was a good choice because this was one of our ways of winning this match. You see him use Skull Dice. I haven't seen that in a while. I had an idea of making a Joey deck. I can't make a Yugi deck because it seemed like Yugi got like 200 cards in his deck because none of his cards go together. I mean, none of them. I think, yeah, only Yugi deck had the cards that did not go together at all, besides his Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, and then they'd just make a new Dark Magician whatever monster, and that'd just be in his deck. He had a whole deck full of stuff. He had a Zodia deck. He had a Zodia in his deck when he had no real reason to get his Zodia out. It just was like a draw over there. And then the rest of the characters, they had freaking matching decks. Joey had where you go for the red eyes, straight red eyes. Kaiba was blue eyes, trying to get blue eyes out. Or when he had Obelisk, try to get Obelisk out. Ultimate and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So he try to get everything out. You see, his hand is amazing. I started off weird. I had to think about it. But with these complicated decks, when you going for synchros, the basic win is for synchroing. You have to use your head, because you could mess up one time, which I do sometimes. You'll mess up and you'll be screwed the rest of the match. You'll be hoping for the draw, and sometimes that don't happen. I do have a deck called the Troll deck, which is funny to use, which I will bring gameplay of that one, where I basically use my opponent's monsters against them and their own life points against them, because in their afflictions, their spells, I use them all against them. Like I run Wing Karibo level 10 and Wing Karibos in there. I run the Jets and Fairy Lady for, well, a beat down. All the cards in there are lower than, I think, what, 1,000? Lower than 1,000. I think the highest attack in there is
let's see, what does
like original attack. The lowest one has to be Sangan. Everybody else is low. So I run Man Eater Bug in there, which is so funny. I run Mask of Darkness. I run Crush Card Virus. I run all that stuff, all the cheesy stuff, but it can be stopped, which is, I can't say it's not hard. It's depending on how you play it. Sometimes if I get the good hand, I'm most definitely gonna win. Or if you're trying to over pursue and kill me in like one turn with all these monsters all at once, you get a Wing Karibo and I'm gonna end up winning. That's how most of them go. Or if you try to beat me with an affliction deck, I have that what is the card, Barrel Behind Something Door, where the affliction that would be done to me will be done to my opponent. So if he try to do that, they'll take the damage, which happened before somebody I attacked with the Jets and Fairy Lady, and he mirror not Magic Cylinder to me. I used that card. He still took the damage and he ended up losing. So you see right here, he ends up getting Wing Edge out. He ain't know. I thought he was gonna go for Absolute Zero, which was a bad decision. He should have went with Wing Edge anyway. So their field is cleared. We have 2, and you know he puts that face down, which I don't know what's the point is. I'm gonna get a card, so I'm gonna take that off the field right here. But this is where Howie gets mad. Here we go.
Hey, I really feel that too. Hey yo! I needed it too, you whore! Yo, come on, yo. Right. That's you. So the fuck what you ready to do? You mean you ready to end the game? You ain't ready to end